Welcome in class 11th, the fundamentals of physical geography. Today we are going to discuss about the biodiversity. In this chapter, we are going to discuss ecology, types of ecosystem, levels of biodiversity, genetic biodiversity, species diversity, ecosystem diversity, importance of biodiversity, ecology, biodiversity. Bio means life, diversity means variety. Biodiversity derived from the two words, where bio means life and diversity means variety. In simple terms, biodiversity is the number and variety of organisms found within a specified geographical area. It refers to the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms, the genes they contain, and the ecosystem they form. It relates to the variability among living organisms on the Earth's surface, including the variability within the and between the species. There are three levels of the biodiversity. These are genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. One by one, we will discuss all these levels of biodiversity. So, here, first one is diversity. Genetic biodiversity refers to the variations of genes within the species. Groups of individual organisms having certain similarities in their physical characteristics are called species. Human beings genetically belong to the Homo sapiens group and also differ in their characteristics such as height, color, physical appearance, etc. This is due to the genetic diversity. This genetic diversity is essential for a healthy breeding of population of species. Coming to the species diversity. This refers to the variety of species. It relates to the number of species in a defined area. The diversity of species can be measured through its richness, abundance, and types. Some areas are more rich in species than others. Areas rich in species diversity are called the hotspot of diversity. Next one is ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity, the broad differences between ecosystem types and the diversity of habitat and ecological processes occurring within each ecosystem type constitute the ecosystem diversity. The boundaries of communities and ecosystem are not very rigidly defined. Thus, the demarcation of ecosystem boundaries is difficult and complex. Importance of biodiversity. Human communities have played a very important role in shaping the diversity of nature. Biodiversity plays the following roles. These are ecological role, economic role, and scientific role. So first one is ecological role. Many kinds of species perform some functions. Nothing in an ecosystem evolves and sustains without any reason. That's mean every organism beside extracting its needs also contributes something of useful to other organisms. Species capture and store energy, produce and decompose organic material, help to recycle water and nutrients throughout the ecosystem, fix atmospheric gases, and help regulate the climate. These functions are important for an ecosystem. The more diverse an ecosystem, better are the chances for the species survival. Next is economic role of biodiversity. Crop diversity, which is also called agrobiodiversity. Biodiversity is seen as the reservoir of resources to be drawn upon for the manufacture of food, pharmaceutical, and cosmetic products. This concept of biological resources is responsible for the deterioration of biodiversity. At the same time, it is also the origin of new conflicts dealing with the rules of division and appropriation of natural resources. Some of the important economic commodities that biodiversity supplies to humankind are food crops, livestock, forest, fish, medicinal resources, etc. Coming to the scientific role of biodiversity. Biodiversity also help in understanding how life functions and the role of each species in sustaining ecosystem of which we are also a species. This fact must be drawn upon every one of us. The level of biodiversity is a good indicator of the state of our relationship with other living species. Biodiversity is an integral part of many human cultures. This was the role of diversity. Biodiversity is facing many threats in these days. We are facing the loss of biodiversity. These are land conversion, greater climatic changes and global warming, pollution, exploitation of natural resources, interference of ecosystem by alien species, habitat destruction, population growth, increased waste production, urban development, and international conflicts. This is all about the biodiversity. Thank you so much.